and by actions and by what she does in the locker room and how she is with the younger players. She's done such a great job bringing Heidi along as a young player and bringing the middles into a system that are still fairly new to the program, bringing Kari into a system that she wasn't familiar with. So Amber's done a nice job of just kind of bringing everybody, the glue that brings everybody into an offensive system that's proven out to be pretty good this year.
Talk about tonight. Obviously, Tulane really brought a good match, pushed you to the limits. They usually do, tight sets, but you were able to overcome. What was your overall thoughts of the difference in the match?
Like I said earlier, this was exactly the type of match that we needed heading into this weekend and into the NCAA tournament. They just brought it. They brought it. They were so low error that we almost had to play perfect that first set. We had to get 22 kills out of our 25 points. We had to get 22 kills out of 25 points. So they made us go out and perform. They put us under pressure. They made us answer back. They made us come from behind in certain points. They made us try to keep scrapping to keep the lead. They gave us everything that we needed to have to put us in a position to reach our future goals.
McKenna, obviously, a historic night again, reaches 1,600 digs, fourth UCF player to ever reach 1,600 digs, and reaches 2,500 career kills, the 10th player in the history of Division I volleyball. We've run out of superlatives there, but that's two pretty impressive numbers.
There's no way I can even begin. You're sitting here telling me about the 10th greatest attacker in the history of volleyball. Well, that spans over 50 years. So how to put that, I don't know. I've never had one of those before. So I don't know how to put that into any kind of context. The digs, 1,600 digs for an outside hitter. It's pretty dang good. I think you take those two things and you put them together along with the blocking, and she shows why she deserves to be a first-team All-American in my book. Nobody's putting up the numbers, nobody's putting up the hitting percentages, nobody's putting up anything else like she is, consistently, night in and night out. So she's having a heck of a year, and she deserves to be rewarded for it.
Well, obviously the elephant in the room now, Houston on Friday. What makes them so good, that they've had a great run themselves?
Well, first of all, they're experienced. You're going to see a lot of seniors and graduate seniors. They have fantastic ball control. We're going to face the best ball control team that we faced all year. They attack really well from the right side, which against any team, that's difficult to defend. So we're going to have to make some blocking adjustments, some defensive adjustments. But their best player, one of their best players on their team is their outside hitter who has every single shot in the book. She's the kind of kid that has an arm and a wrist that makes a beach player look at her and be envious. She's that good. So we're going to have to find a way to keep them out of system, limit their options, and then defend the couple that they have left remaining. And they're going to try to do the same thing for us. Honestly, I look at it as two teams that are looking at each other in the mirror. Because we both bring in our strengths, we both bring in our weaknesses, and it's just going to be who can exert the will on the other. The one that plays too hard is going to be the one that loses. The one that tries to do something that they're not used to doing is going to be the one that loses. So I think it's a matchup about just staying calm and staying within yourself. And that's going to be the team that wins.
Both your teams, both Houston and you, have not blinked since their first meeting. Could have easily just slip up somewhere. Speak to that, how hard that is to just focus on each match and both teams taking care of business to set up this match.
I think that's the senior leadership on both sides. I think that's two teams that just refuse to give up. They've had their back against the ropes many times, and we've been that way in sets a couple times, but just refusing to lose is a big part of it. And they're the same way. Somehow somebody's going to have to blink. Someone's going to have to exert their will on the other team. And we'll just figure out how that's going to be once the first serve goes up in the air. But it's going to be a heck of a match. And if anybody has never seen a volleyball match before, ever, Friday night is the one you want to come to. Because you're going to see two top teams in the nation go at it and battle right here on this floor. You want to be here and see this one because your view of volleyball will change forever.